Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this is the third class of English language skill. In today's class we will study about reading skills. So let's start. So now let's come to the reading skills. So reading skills refers to the ability to understand the written text. So when you're able to understand the written text properly, it definitely improves your reading skills. So how reading skills is acquired, we will learn about it. Reading skill is acquired through reading such as comprehensions, poems, stories. So there are various stories related to moral stories, fairy tale stories. So definitely improves your reading skills. Students with good reading skill habit learn more about the world and develop interest in language. So definitely when the student have good habit of reading, so definitely develop the interest in English language, and it also helps students to improve their scores in academics. Now let's discuss the importance of reading skills. So there are various importance of reading skill, as reading skill also help the other skill. Firstly, it expands students' knowledge, as reading leads to asking questions and seeking answers. So when students read again and again, they definitely develop their mind, and they also ask various questions related to that text. Reduces stress. So reading also helps to reduce stress. For improving vocabulary, definitely students learn various collection of words when they read different books, poems, etc. Enhancing concentration. So definitely reading also helps to enhance concentration power, as the student learn various things through reading. Improves writing skill. So definitely when you read, it develops your language, English language skill, and it definitely help in developing your writing skill even, as reading is the third skill and the fourth skill is writing. So definitely reading also helps in writing skill. Develop a child's imagination. So definitely when a student read different stories, imaginative stories, various fairy tale stories, various moral stories, it definitely help in developing child's imagination. Now we'll discuss a very important topic, that is teaching skill of reading to beginners. It is very important. Teachers should plan in advance that how she will teach reading to the beginners. So we'll discuss very important points how you will help the students, those who are beginners in the reading. Teachers need to talk about what he or she likes to read and share suitable examples with them. Definitely, teachers should ask the interest of the child what he or she likes to read or not. Create a reading environment in the classroom with a book corner or a class library. Definitely, in a classroom, a separate corner should be there of a school library or a book corner, so that environment should be maintained in class of reading. Make time to read aloud in class just for pleasure, not for any test. So definitely asking students to read aloud in the class, so that it develops confidence among beginners to read properly and to get the confidence in reading. Make time for quite independent reading in the class. So definitely just giving the students giving the time students to read newspaper, reading books, reading poems, etc., so that it helps the beginners to develop confidence in reading. Motivate the learners to share their views, ideas after they read. So definitely asking the students what you have read in class, about different stories, about their friend stories or something like that, so that discussion can take place and it can help the teaching skill of reading to beginners. Now we'll discuss about stages of reading. We can also call phases of reading. So there are three stages of reading. First is pre-reading, second is while reading, and third is post-reading. So these all stages are very important. Teachers should follow to develop interest among students by in reading skill. Now let's discuss the stages of reading. So the first one is pre-reading. In this stage, teacher asks students to make prediction about the text content. So various clues, various discussions take place before when the reading starts, actual reading starts. That is known as pre-reading. It involves discussion regarding the poetry. So discussion regarding the poetry, prose chapter, which will read in the class. For example, before reading the poem, so there is one poem, Somebody's Mother's, ninth class. So first, when we are starting with the reading of poem, first creating a discussion, first making the atmosphere of the reading, just asking students, have you helped someone before on the road? So creating discussion, they have helped anyone on the road. So this will create the interest among the students to read the poem and to understand what is there exactly in the poem. So now let's discuss about the second stage of reading, that is while reading. So this stage can also be called the meaning making stage. So this stage is also called the meaning making stage, where meaning is developed of text. or the verification stage, as students try to verify how far their prediction is true. So suppose during discussion of pre-reading, so then this stage students try to predict that their prediction is right or wrong. Students read the text silently or aloud or individual or in groups. So in while reading stage, students read the text in different forms. The main objective of this stage is to identify the main points of a text and mark the meaning of new words. So this is, as it is known as meaning making stage. So various new words are found by the students and they develop the meaning of the new words and to know about the main objective of the text. So now let's discuss about the last reading stage, that is post reading. In this stage, teacher engages the students in group discussion of what they learned from their reading. So discussion is created among the class to discuss about what they read in the class, what they have understood from the poem, from the story they read, having discussion related to their favorite character in the story, moral you draw out while reading story or poem. So different discussion take place in post reading regarding various character, the moral you draw out from the story, what you have understood from the story, what you have understood from the poem, who was your favorite character, and many things more. So in the next slide, we will discuss about various pointers we can use while post reading. So let's discuss. So in the post reading, we can develop this after reading spinners to ask the students and to discuss have they understood the poem or not. So what all pointers we can use in after reading spinner, we will discuss that. Change the ending of the story. So we can also ask students if they want to change the ending of the story. What is the main idea of the story? What is the setting of the story or the poem? Who is the main character? For example, there is a poem of class 6 student, somebody's mother. So we can also, in that poem, there is students, group of students who is helping one old lady to cross the road. So we can also ask student ki what they have understood, what was the problem. So in that poem, the problem was that old lady need to cross the road. So what was the problem solved? Yes, in that poem the problem was solved because a boy helped old lady to cross the road. What happened in the story? So we can also ask what happened in the story. So in that poem, the lady was not able to cross the road as she was old. What was your favorite part? So this is the, so in that poem, the favorite part was that the boy helped the old lady to cross the road and the old lady blessed the boy. So in this way, you can ask students about the story and the poem after reading spinner, so that it's a recapitulation that students have understood the poem or story or not. So next we will discuss about the sub skills of reading. So there are various sub skills of reading which need to be required in students to develop the good reading skills. So we will discuss that. First one is guessing meaning from the context. So it is very important to guess the meaning from the text. It is very important sub skill in which students need to train to understand the meaning while reading. So when you are just reading without understanding, it creates a little problem. But when you read, when you are reading while understanding the meaning also, so it is very useful and it creates a good sub skill of reading. It enhances information, knowledge and wisdom, but also gives enjoyment. Definitely when you read the text with the meaning, so it also gives you the wisdom and enjoy the learning. The ability to connect various words and predict the meaning is most important thing. Suppose you are reading some text and you are understanding the meaning of it. It definitely gives you the knowledge and it definitely helps you to predict the important thing from the text. So this is the second most important sub-skill of reading, that is word recognition. So it is another very important reading sub-skill. It is the ability of reader to recognize written words correctly. As you know, in nursery KG classes, students are taught to read the similar words of AT, BAT, bat, CAT, cat and various other words. Beginners readers needs to read lots of corrected tests. So definitely the words which are connected definitely helps the student to read and to recognize the word correctly. Now we'll discuss a very important topic of reading skill, that is types of reading. So there are four main types of reading, that is silent reading, reading aloud, guided reading and shared reading. We will discuss about all four of them in details. So let's start. So what is silent reading? Reading without making sounds. So in word itself says silent, without sounds, no scope for speaking. So there is no speaking allowed in silent reading. The focus is more on comprehension. So in silent reading, the focus is more on comprehension, the text the student is reading. right? So there is no loud speaking of reading, so the silently student is reading and developing the interest in reading language. So now we come to the second type, that is reading aloud. The teacher reads aloud to students with expression. He or she demonstrates what fluent reading sounds like. So as you know, in your classes even many teachers used to read text and stories loudly so that students should get the interest in reading and with proper expressions. So while being a teacher, you should also teach your students with full of expression, with full of your hand movements and gestures, so that students develop the interest in you while you are narrating the story or the poem, and it definitely develop the reading skill of the child to read the text of the story so that the interest is built up. Reading with correct pronunciation, stress and rhythm. So you can also engage students to read with yourself with correct pronunciation, stress and rhythm, so that in group students to read and narrate the poems and story. Give scope for practice and speaking too. Definitely when you are giving chance one by one to students to read the poem or the story, it definitely help the students to give the scope for practice and speaking too. It develops the confidence among the child. So definitely when you are giving chance one by one to each child, or when you are giving the chance to whole class to narrate the story poem, or you are also playing game in class, like section wise row A, row B and row C will narrate the poem one by one of every stanza. So definitely helps to develop the confidence among the children. So now we come to the third type of reading, that is guided reading. So the name itself guided, in which student take help of a teacher. So it involves a small group of children thinking, talking and reading through a text with guidance and support from teachers. So guidance and support from teachers is taken through guidance reading. So as a picture you can see, the teacher is guiding students about the text. So in this text, children also take help from peer to peer, plus teacher also help to guide the students in reading. So now let's discuss about the last type of reading, that is shared reading. So the name itself says that shared, in which student peer to peer they read and share the reading. The reading text which is shared between students and a teacher leads his or her students in reading text and serve as a strong role model for reading. So in the shared reading, students discuss with each other the ideas what they have read. Teacher also play active role in shared reading. Teacher allows students to give a chance students to read and to share among themselves what they have read, the ideas, and to develop the attitude of reading skill. We'll discuss the activities for improving reading skills. So this is a very important topic which all pupil teachers should practice, and the students those who are watching in the class should develop various activities in classroom to develop the reading skill. As you know, reading skill is very important language skill because it is used in daily life. So various activities that we can do. The first one is story talk. So in this, having discussion in class about what you read in story or poem, this will help to develop language and thinking skill. So when the teacher has narrated the story, so just having the fruitful discussion in class about the story. For example, there is a story called The Fox and the Grape, discussing the moral of the story from the class and asking students what they have understood. For example, we can draw out the moral from Fox and the Grapes, that you should never blame something that you cannot achieve. You should always try and never give up. Now we'll discuss another amazing activity, that is start and stop reading to develop the reading skill. So in this activity, one by one chance is given to every child to read a story and poem. If he or she does any mistake while reading, either missing out words or incorrect pronunciation, then next child will be getting the turn of reading. So I hope you have understood the activity. In this activity, one by one chance will be given to every child to read the text or to read the story. Then if a child pronounce any word incorrect or pauses in between, then another child will given the chance. So this activity definitely will help to enhance the reading skill and to develop the concentration while speaking. It can also be used for fun based learning activity in class to develop the reading skill. So as you know, there can be a lot of activities that we can use through reading skills. So this is the last one. Good books makes reading fun. So stories for young children should be all of kinds, like folk tales, funny tales, exciting tales, stories with good morals. So I've already discussed various poems and stories like Fox and the Grapes, the various other stories and poems, and the 1, 2, 3, the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and many more stories and pictures book we can give to the child to develop the reading skill. And definitely Picture books also plays a very vital role in developing the reading skill, because pictures develop the interest among students, especially for classes up to 1st to 5th. Picture books are very much necessary. That's why NCERT is also developing pictures for students to read, so that children develop interest in reading, so that reading skill is enhanced. So we are done with all the activities of reading skills. So you can add up your activities in the comment section about what all activities you can develop to improve the reading skills. So thank you for watching this class. So if you like this reading skill class, next class we'll back with the last skill, that is writing skill of language skill. So do like, comment and share my class. So thank you everyone for watching this class. You can also follow me on Instagram with this username for seated aspirants. There daily I post various quiz related to CTET and various quiz related to DSSB even, and I post IGTVs for activity based learning. So it will be very useful to you to develop this activity based learning in your classroom for your students. Thank you.